Opening montage, The Outbreak. The film begins with a rapid-fire montage of chaotic news reports. Anchors speak frantically about a mysterious illness sweeping through cities and war zones. Military helicopters hover over smoke-filled streets. Hospitals overflow with patients who later vanish from morgues. In one chilling clip, a dead soldier on a stretcher suddenly sits up mid-broadcast before the feed cuts to static. The world is spiraling, and governments are desperate to maintain order. We are introduced to Elizabeth Liz Kane, a hardened soldier in her late 30s who has lost her husband during a classified mission years ago. Liz is emotionally scarred, but still highly respected. She receives new orders. She and a specialized squad are to oversee a containment operation in a remote desert, burying corpses collected from battlefields and infected towns. The official briefing is vague, but Liz senses this mission is about more than just burials. The squad arrives at the desert site. Trucks filled with black body bags line up in rows. Under the blistering sun, bulldozers dig enormous trenches. Soldiers, sweating and exhausted, haul bodies into pits. The atmosphere is grim. Soldiers joke darkly to cope, but their unease is obvious. A chaplain reads prayers over the dead, though many soldiers question why prayers matter for people who aren't staying down. Liz, while professional, feels the moral weight of disposing of so many nameless corpses. At night, the desert is eerily quiet. The squad sets up camp around the grave site, floodlights illuminating dunes and pits. A soldier swears he sees movement in a half-buried body. Another hears faint scratching under the sand. Liz tries to calm them down, attributing it to paranoia and stress, but she herself catches a glimpse of a hand twitching in a freshly covered trench. While dragging a body bag, a soldier suddenly screams. The corpse inside rips open the bag and lunges at him, tearing flesh from his neck. Chaos erupts. Gunfire fills the air as the squad empties magazines into the reanimated corpse. It takes multiple bullets to stop it. Everyone stands in shock, panting, staring at the lifeless remains. The truth settles in. Burial doesn't stop them. The squad radios command to report what happened. Instead of shock, their general calmly replies, "Stay on task. Keep burying them. Do not let this spread." Liz realizes command already knew. Some soldiers panic, demanding to leave, but command reminds them desertion means court-martial, or worse. Liz begins questioning who the real enemy is, the dead, or her own superiors. While logging bodies, Liz notices familiar dog tags on a corpse, her husband's name. Her hands shake as she pulls open the bag, only to find a burned, barely recognizable body inside. The site reopens old wounds. Though she tells no one, she secretly wonders, if he's among the dead, could he reanimate too? A violent desert storm strikes. Thunder roars, wind howls, and sheets of rain hammer the sand. The rain washes away shallow graves, exposing arms, faces, and torsos. Suddenly, multiple corpses begin clawing their way out of the mud. Soldiers scramble under blinding lightning as dozens of undead rise. Gunfire, screams, and flashes of lightning make the night a nightmare. Some soldiers are dragged into the sand screaming, vanishing without a trace. At dawn, the storm clears and the survivors retreat to an abandoned desert town nearby. In one of the houses, they discover Clara, a young woman hiding under floorboards. Clara is weak, terrified, and insists she knows the truth. The military created this outbreak through experiments and is now burying the evidence in the desert. She begs them not to trust their superiors. The squad is divided. Some believe Clara, others call her delusional. Morale collapses. Soldiers argue about abandoning the mission or finding a way out. Liz tries to keep them united, but doubts gnaw at her. She recalls her husband's mysterious death and wonders if Clara's story connects to him. The squad follows coordinates for the next drop site, only to find a pit the size of a football field, filled with thousands of corpses, many half decomposed, some still twitching. The stench is unbearable. Soldiers gag and vomit while others panic. Liz realizes they aren't burying the dead to honor them. They're covering up a massive disposal site. This is an atrocity. As Liz inspects the pile, she sees her husband's face. His body jerks. He opens his eyes and gasps. Unlike the others, he isn't fully feral. He groans her name. Liz freezes, torn between duty and love. The squad raises weapons, demanding to put him down. Liz screams at them to stop, insisting he's not like the others. The squad fractures. Half believe Liz, half think she's lost it. Guns are drawn on each other. Clara warns them. He's not the same as before. He's something new. They're evolving. Liz's husband stumbles, confused but responsive, proving he's different from the mindless corpses. The standoff nearly turns into bloodshed before the ground shakes. An approaching horde interrupts. Hundreds of undead emerge from dunes and canyons surrounding them. These aren't mindless. They flank, trap, and move with disturbing coordination. A desperate firefight breaks out. Soldiers are ripped apart, dragged screaming into the sand. Liz clings to her husband, who fights alongside her, showing bursts of superhuman strength and awareness. The survivors barely escape. Liz's husband remembers a hidden military bunker nearby. He was experimented on there before being discarded. He insists it holds answers. The survivors, now just Liz, Clara, her husband, and a few soldiers, trek across the desert under constant threat. Food and ammo run low. Tensions rise, but Liz pushes them forward. The bunker is still operational but abandoned. Inside, they uncover classified documents and video logs. Scientists detail a bioweapon meant to regenerate dead tissue, a serum designed to make soldiers unkillable. Instead, it reanimated corpses into something far worse. Liz watches horrifying footage of her husband as a test subject, screaming in agony as the serum takes hold. His survival was no miracle. It was an experiment. The squad realizes they were never sent to bury the dead. They were sent to dispose of failed experiments. Command knew the dead would rise. Liz's husband confesses he's changing, his mind slipping, his body healing unnaturally fast. He begs Liz to end him if it gets worse. Liz is crushed between love and duty. The survivors decide to strike back. Returning to the corpse pit, they plant explosives to destroy it. Just as they set the charges, waves of undead erupt from the ground. The final battle begins, a brutal, chaotic war in the graveyard of the damned. Soldiers are torn apart one by one, holding the line so Liz and Clara can finish arming the detonators. Liz's husband, now on the edge of losing his humanity, makes a choice. He locks eyes with Liz, smiles faintly, and whispers, "Let me do this." He stays behind, holding off the undead as Liz escapes. As he is overwhelmed, he detonates the charges, engulfing the pit in fire and taking thousands of undead with him. At dawn, Liz, Clara, and two remaining soldiers limp across the desert, exhausted and broken. They see the horizon glowing with smoke from the destroyed pit. Liz clutches her husband's dog tags, mourning yet proud. Clara warns them this was just one site. There are others worldwide. The final shot, another massive burial pit. Untouched, filled with twitching corpses, one by one, they start to rise.